Welcome to another marvelous episode of College Football Show. Now, I am the king of the offseason, and with me, as always, is my co-pilot, Jalen Wilson. Jalen, what's happening, man? How you doing,
Where am
buddy?
I at?
You still not? You're not showing? That's your screen. You're showing. I promise you're showing on the screen.
Oh, okay.
Just to make you comfortable, I'll put you back up there again.
Oh, it happened again. But yeah, I'm feeling good. Today Thursday. Although I was thrown off. I'm like, man, like I woke up yesterday thinking that yesterday was Thursday. I don't know that having Monday off really kind of messed my week up. So,
and I'm surprised I had it off up there in Illinois. I've been off all week, just because my job constitutes of driving, and I ain't no dummy, and I ain't going out there in no snow, bro. Well, I'm sorry, ice, because it's literally my complex is just a sheet of ice. You put your ice skates on, you can go skating. And the state of Virginia isn't equipped for these type of events. Really, no state is. I think you Northerners are probably more equipped for it, but down here in the 2 up and 2 down, we're not equipped for it. It's been a lot going on in the wonderful world of college football. Out here, soap operas. We talked about extensively a week ago about the TRO that Duke placed, which is a temporary restraining order on Darian Mensah after they, caught whim of him trying to, withdraw and enroll at another program. They weren't having it. They said you were contractually obligated. And we had a feeling that this would end in a way that it ended. He would somehow, some way, some shape, some form end up at Miami. You even did your due diligence and looked and see what universities, when did their classes start? You know how you got that week to drop your classes while you're at school.
sometimes you got late start classes.
Right. So our entire process and outdoor process was like he will end up in Miami because they don't really have CBA. And I think we need CBA. We need collective bargaining agreement. We need to stop looking at these students as students and start looking at them as employees and the university being their employers, right? So how do you feel about this? Also, Cooper Barkate went to Miami as well, who was Darian Mensah's number 1 wide receiver during this time. And Duke, and I will say this, how you get something is how you lose something. That's how I feel about this situation. I do not feel sorry for Duke at all because we know that Tulane deal was done before the portal even opened a year ago. So how you feeling about this overall? And also my question is, can Miami make a serious natty run next season?
Overall, I mean, I kind of just got tired of the story.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And this would be something that pops up next year, the year after, unless something's done. But if it's the same thing, it'll pop up next year. It'll pop up the year after. It popped up a couple of weeks before this situation with another player, right?
Damon Williams.
Yeah. Like, but overall, I don't really feel sorry for Duke. It's not. I mean, they did it to Tulane. Miami did.
Right.
It's just like the food chain. You remember the food chain? It was like, small prey, the medium prey, then Mr. Big Prey, Predator or whatever it is.
I remember that back in the day at school.
Yeah. So, that's basically what Miami did to Duke. That's what Duke did to Tulane. Can Miami be championship contenders? Yeah, still got Malachi. They have Mike. They have Mark Fletcher coming back. Defense is Keontae Scott returning.
I want to say Keontae. I'll double check it out. I want to say he's going pro. We know Akeem Mesidor is going pro. And of course,
Ruben Van is going
pro. Let me check with Keontae Scott.
So you're losing to your best pass rushers. Now I assume that their secondary will still be good despite possibly losing Scott.
He'll be 25 this year. He should be going pro.
Okay, that don't mean nothing. Sometimes. But yeah, we look. I mean, I think the secondary will still be good. Pass rush, of course, is going to take a hit. Right. You're losing to your best pass rushers. Wide receiver wise,
I think Corey Heatherman is unique in scheme, though. I think he'll find ways to get to the. It's easier when you can rush forward and get to the passer. I'm sure he'll become a little bit more exotic next year to find ways to, whether it's via stunts or just sending an extra person. I think he'll get creative and trying to get pressure.
Yeah, wide receiver wise though, outside of Tony, I might have a little bit of questions, but You know, they can figure something out.
Even with Cooper Barkate?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I'm tripping.
Like,
But
he
yeah,
seems
they
like
can
an
be natty
Illinois
contenders.
receiver, by the way. Yeah, 72 catches, 1,100 yards, just ninth in the country last year, 7 touchdowns. I think he is one of those guys who's just found a way to get open via route running, and with Malachi Tony's ability to stretch the field and jet sweeps and stuff like that, I think they will pair together really well.
But yeah, I mean, I think they'd be natty contenders.
Hey, what's happening, Giovanni?
But I feel like this might be this could just be like a 1 year run type of thing.
Okay, I see what you're saying there. So you don't think that the focus and the intensity that Mario Cristobal had this past season, because we never doubted his ability to recruit. We always doubted his late game situation and his ability to make the appropriate plays and manage games properly in late game situations. But to me, there was a sense of intensity, a level of intensity that we seen from Mario Cristobal during this playoff run. Like, the moment that I always think about is after Carson Beck scored the touchdown against Ole Miss to win the game, and how emotional he was when the reporters were asking him questions. Mario Cristobal tapped him on the shoulder and said, "Want to know?" Like, that was the mindset. Listen to me, Miami is running it back. That was the mindset that I think Mario Cristobal had. So I think, and I know you missed some of this, Jalen, there's a certain level of intensity I didn't think Mario Cristobal had as a head coach. We knew about his ability to recruit. We doubted in the past his ability to manage games. We've seen him single-handedly lose games, and it wasn't just Georgia Tech. Yeah, the game. It was also a game at Oregon. He also cost his team a game as well. But there was a different level of intensity I seen from him. This mindset, this mantra, and I think this is where coaching is going. It's leader-led. Coach is going to work an enormous amount of hours. They're going to have this sense of intensity, attention to detail, and that accountability is going to be through the roof. So I think they can absolutely run it back. And one of the reasons I believe they can run it back is they're in the ACC. And it'll be interesting to see where Clemson is this year. Georgia Tech, I know a lot of people probably don't believe in Alberto Mendoza. I don't think there was a better place for him to go. Justice Haynes, I think, may lead the nation in rushing next year at Georgia Tech. So we're looking at that. We're looking at what James Franklin is doing in Blacksburg. Louisville is going to always be there. Lincoln Kyle-Holmes, I know you're not a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of Lincoln Kyle-Holmes. And anybody that Jeff Brom has at quarterback, I just think he's so great, not only at quarterback development, but at accountability, that they'll be in there. But I think when you look at them versus, I know you're not big on Texas this year, well, maybe a Georgia or Oregon or Indiana, the gauntlet that they go through versus the gauntlet that Miami is going to go through, I think things should bode well for them next season.
Also, I ain't gonna say I'm not big on Texas. I'm not big on Arch Manning.
Dude. Who's QB1 of 2027? Let's just play this game right now. I think we played this game before, but who's QB1, 2, and 3 for you at 2027?
I would have Mensah.
Okay.
I would have Carr.
Okay.
And after that, I feel like it's a toss-up, but I don't feel like Arch Manning will be in that conversation.
Is it Dante Moore?
No. I'm not a big Dante Moore fan. I don't know.
I thought it was just me. I'm not either.
Like,
I think he played better than the expectation I had of him after that small sample size we've seen at UCLA. But, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. So, I like Carr. I like Carr a lot. I really do. And Notre Dame, that team in South Bend, they'll always be able to run the ball and play outstanding defense. It'll be more on his shoulders this year. But that sample size I've seen out of Carr has been phenomenal. Darian Mensah may be just the best pure passer of the class. We have to see how well he does. And to me, this is going to be a bold take. Statistically, he'll be better than both Cam Ward and Carson Beck. I think he will be. I think he's just going to put up some numbers. This kid is just an outstanding passer. But to me, Arch Manning is QB1 in this class. Did you mention Julian Sand?
I did. I mean, okay. I feel like Julian Sand and Arch Manning are kind of in the same boat. Julian Sand is better, but I feel like they're in the same
as
boat.
well as he played this last year. and this is no disrespect to Brian Hartline, with Arthur Smith as his offensive coordinator, he's going to shore up that run game, and Arthur Smith is like, he's a tight end whisperer, and he's really great in a play action game. I think Julian Sand may even play even better next year. You good? You frozen? Oh, no, I think your video cussing up now.
Could have been that conversation. Oh, Sam Levitt.
Yeah, he could be. And Shameless, I think Shameless will be back next year in Oxford. Maybe it's just wishful thinking. I love what Giovanni Foster said right here. We got all 4 running backs. Our secondary is full of juniors. Our 2 starting linebackers. Trust me, the trenches will be ready. I like that. What's that kid name? Is it number 13 that kept getting picks for them? The true freshman. I want to say is it Fitzgerald something? Something Fitzgerald.
I think it is. Also, people was roasting. Who was it? Number 24. The one that was one that allowed some catches in the title game. I think he was also a true freshman.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he played terrible. I mean,
that experience. Yeah, Bryce Fitzgerald. There we go. Thank you. You think Sam Levitt is iffy? That's what I say about that.
Yeah, and I think Sam Levitt is iffy.
I agree with you 100%. We saw how things ended at Arizona. He got injured playing intramural basketball in the middle of a football season. I'm with you there. But if you can't flourish in Lane Kiffin's system, brother, you can't flourish anywhere. You really can't. Like, it works everywhere. So, where does this wide receiver core rank? I don't think I ever got your opinion on that.
Oh, me.
Yeah, I think. Who do you have number 1? I think I have Wingo and Coleman number 1. But then again, you got to think about the Corian Moore and Evan Stewart will be back this year in Oregon.
But I feel like Evan Stewart's in that Cam Coleman tier of we've seen them. Mm-hmm. We expect more of them, but we don't get more of them. Okay,
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
Yeah, so like I wouldn't put Oregon number 1. I wouldn't put Texas. This would go over Texas. Okay, this would go over Oregon. Yeah, this would go over Ohio State because I don't know who's going to step up with the replacement of Carnell Tate. Like, it's supposed to be Brandon Ennis, but Brandon Ennis is – I feel like he's okay, but I don't know if he's ready to be the wide receiver number 2. And on some nights, might have to be wide receiver number 1.
I'm with you, Giovanni. I got Coleman and Wingo number 1. But this will be 2. I like – if there may not be 2 better receivers who complement each other better than Tony and Cooper Barkate. Like, that is a great pairing of wide receivers, bro. And we saw what Tony did as a true freshman. Imagine what he does, this upcoming season. Yeah, Tony and Barkate. I'm with you. I agree with you 100%, Giovanni Foster. Anything else you got to say about this Miami situation? Let's pull up their schedule really quick before we do this, because I know a lot of conferences been releasing the schedule. Let's look at Miami Hurricanes.
Yeah, I seen some comments about that stuff.
What's that?
Not comments, articles about like the top 100 the hardest schedules and all this different stuff. I'm like, oh, okay.
Miami season tickets are sold out. When is the last time that happened?
It's funny because that stadium will not still be full.
I don't understand that, right? Let's pull up their schedule. So they play Stanford and California. The only thing about Barkate and Tony is that they both had one. Oh, damn, they both had one drop this whole season. That's incredible. Then they play Florida A&M, at Wake Forest, Central Michigan. They're definitely 4-0 before they go into Death Valley. Before they play at Clemson.
They're 5-0 after Death Valley.
Florida State. Yeah, they're probably 5-0 after Death Valley. They play Florida State in Miami. That's probably 6-0. They play Pitt. That's probably 7-0. At North Carolina, they're 8-0. And they're probably 8-0 before they go to South Bend and play Notre Dame. That's crazy. And then the game I'm most excited for, November 14th, Duke comes to Miami to play Miami. And then you got Virginia Tech. That one's in Miami. Now, if it was in Blacksburg, it'd be a different thing. Yeah, Miami could absolutely run the table. But there's teams we felt that way about a season ago, and it just didn't happen for whatever reason. But, yeah, this schedule, they have the ability to run the table. I'm looking at Clemson and at Notre Dame being their 2 hardest games, and they should be able to go into Death Valley and win. I seen Syracuse do it this past season. I wasn't at the LSU game, but I was absolutely at the Syracuse game on the field watching that one. there is no reason they shouldn't have success. And we may look at after 4 weeks, Darian Mensah has a huge lead in passing yards, unless they're not allowing him to play in mop up duty, which would be crazy. So I know Jalen's having a little bit of technical difficulties right now, but yeah, this schedule is interesting, very interesting. You back, brother? I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Video's still not working, but I can hear you.
What about now?
Still isn't working, but I can hear you. So, all right, you figured it out. Let's go.
Working.
Yeah, we're good. You're good now. I see your video now. So, let's talk about Senior Bowl standouts. Who's some guys you've been hearing about the first couple of days of Senior Bowl? I ain't gonna lie, I've been kind of bitter about it because we were supposed to be down there, but the weather wouldn't allow us to go down there to Mobile. But who's some guys you've been hearing about at the Senior Bowl?
There was this one guy. I just found out he's a D3 wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
That's incredible.
Tyron. Yeah, Tyron. Oh goodness, he just made an amazing catch earlier. It was over somebody.
Oh damn.
Tyron. Man, I'm gonna have to look him up. Tyron Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I'm not mistaken, he led the D3 in receptions and receiving yards. I think he broke some records.
That's crazy.
He wasn't even supposed to be at the Senior Bowl. They saw him at an All-Star game, and he performed really well. Then they invited him to the Senior Bowl. Yeah, he has been deemed as the biggest riser.
Oh yeah, of course. Because he probably went from Super UDFA to a day 3. You know what I'm saying? And he still got one more day left after today. Oh, not today is day 3, right?
This past season, yeah, I think so. This past season, he went 119 receptions, 1,528 yards, and 15 touchdowns.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and he had an amazing catch. It was in the end zone. He kind of mossed him. The DB played it great. People was like,
I saw the play. I did not know who it was.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was. I'm like, Tyron. I'm like, I don't recognize his name. And I'm like, oh, that's why, because he came from D3 college, and I just didn't pay attention to it. So, yeah, but he's been a huge riser. I hear Luke Ottmeyer's been arguably the best looking quarterback there.
I've heard so many mixed reviews about who's the best looking quarterback. I've heard troll accounts say it's Diego Pavia, but then I've seen legitimate accounts say it's Diego Pavia. I've heard Taylor Green. I have no clue, and I'm not there. And this happens every year at Senior Bowl because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? Because everybody assumes that they know ball at this elite level. To me, the Senior Bowl certainly does help people rise, just because the sort of niche that the NFL is. But if you're not watching these games or watching film, I feel like you don't get a true understanding of what these guys can do. I'm huge Sawyer Robinson and huge Luke Altmyer fans, but that'll be amazing to hear that he's rising. Because I think I would take Luke Altmyer. You'd be surprised the quarterbacks I would take Luke Altmyer over. You can name a quarterback, and I would probably take him over a lot of these quarterbacks. Including, I probably shouldn't say it. I'm not gonna say it. Go ahead.
Okay.
I was about to say including Ty Simpson, bro. Just being real, yo.
Yeah. Luke Ottmeyer, I hear has been rising. Gabe Yakis, I hear has gone from
I heard Gabe Yakis was going crazy day 2.
Yeah, they say he's probably been from because I heard on day 2. But I always thought he was more of a late day 2. But now the way people talking about him, he's probably more seen as early day 2.
Early and of day course, 2, possible trade up for the end of round 1.
Yeah, and he might get invited to. I don't know how many players get invited to the combine off the top of my head, but
he'll get invited to the combine.
Yeah, so it's he'll probably impress there and really jump
at
up
the Senior Bowl. We'll get a combine invite. I've heard Josh Cameron's been going crazy.
Yeah, he has. I heard Nick Singleton outside of like the little one clip where he got beat on a rep. I hear he's looked solid too.
Has he?
Um, yeah, J.C. Davis, offensive lineman for Illinois, he's looked good. Um,
What's that center for Miami? I've heard people talking about him left and right.
yeah, I see some people talking about him too as
James
well.
James
Not James
James
Cameron.
Brockermeyer, the center for
Yeah,
Miami. Yeah, I've seen multiple sites talking about him, and I think that's where you get the truest eye test. I think it comes at offensive line, defensive line. Who was that defense? Romello Height. Did you see that clip?
I did not.
Romello Height, like, he should have left after that clip, bro. Absolutely obliterated an offensive lineman, right? Bull rush him, because, people just look at Romello Height and think he's finesse. I mean, he knocked him. It was like a reverse pancake, brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the joint was crazy. So, I just wish I was down there just to get an eye test from him. Because there's just different things I think we all look for when we look for who's having a good, camp and who's not having a good camp.
Yeah, I
It's
heard
rare.
like Mike Washington Jr. is looking good too.
Yeah. I heard he's having an outstanding camp. What's that? I always forget his name. Drew Rosenhaus lit his ass up. Running back for Georgia in 2022. He split carries. I can't think of his name. Drew Rosenhaus. He had such a bad camp. Drew
I
Rosenhaus
think
was
I know who you're
like,
talking about.
yeah.
Went to the league probably like a 7th round, something like that.
Uh huh.
Because he was a little bit before Frazier, but he was there during Frazier's like. Great, no, I'm gonna look it up. So,
I always forget his name, bro. But he had a solid collegiate campaign.
uh,
Kenny McIntosh, brother.
yeah,
Kenny
yes,
freaking McIntosh. Like, normally, like at the Senior Bowl, you just walk up and get interviews, right? And I
mm-hmm.
could see like it's Kenny McIntosh. It's like his dad, somebody else, and Drew Rosenhaus. And I walk up to Kenny McIntosh because I was just about to ask him for an interview. That man, Drew Rosenhaus, like, I'm gonna pretend I'm Drew Rosenhaus. He looked, not right now. Like, that's the thing, bro. He was so hot, bro. He looked at me and literally said, not right now. Like, he was chewing that boy out, man. He was chewing that
Yeah,
boy
yeah.
out.
I remember McIntosh. I don't remember where he went in college. I mean, when the NFL, but I do remember being like, I'm like, okay, he could be a late round still. I'm like, at Georgia, he was
Me
solid.
too.
Like he wasn't like
Yeah.
this really great running back, but he was a solid running back. Um,
He was because they ran that stable of running back, so it was like him, Cook, and somebody else.
was it no Zamir White was before them, right?
No,
Um,
was it Zamir White? It might have been Zamir White.
might have been
Yeah,
Zamir White because I think that was
I'm,
like
I'm,
Branson Robinson's freshman season where everybody's talking about Branson Robinson.
yeah. Is he still in college? Cause he had transferred to like a lower
I
level
think he
school, didn't
was
he?
too, yeah, because he
Yeah, I
tore.
mean McIntosh ran for 829 yards with just 150 carries, 10 touchdowns. Like, yeah, good stats, bro. 6 feet, 204 pounds. That 40-yard dash did him, man, at a 4.6 too, which isn't slow in my opinion. But is he still with the
Yeah.
Seahawks? Yeah, he's still in the NFL. And you're right, he was a 7th round pick, but he's still in the NFL, bro. I think he's on IR right now, so he could possibly
Okay.
win the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's good. Go for
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah. See, look got some running back. They got my boy Jacardi. I know him IRL. So
For real? Okay, that's
yeah,
what's up.
yeah. I ain't gonna say I'm friends with him or nothing. We've interacted times IRL though. He's from here, stuff like that. So but he's cool. But Senior Bowl's been good. I honestly wish I got to go down there too, just so we have more info.
It'd have been so much content made because I haven't been down. This is 2023, so I was just eager to get down there and just kill, bro, and just go crazy. But I think everything happens for a reason. And then I think Nino sent me some pictures. Like, there wasn't a lot of media there on Monday, and I was like, damn, we would have ate, bro. We'd have probably interviewed every player on that first day, bro. Like,
Yeah,
so that's heartbreaking.
but
I was
probably
telling
couldn't a lot of
Moon
people
was,
get there. Like
yeah. it's crazy because down there they're so deep south that they're not gonna deal with the weather that we have to deal with. But it is what it is. I will talk to my boy Dante of ECG to kind of get a better feeling of, because he wasn't there for day one because his fight was pushed back. He was there for day two and three, so I know he gonna give me the real of who he like and then who he dislike. So we got one last situation to talk about before we get out of here, unless you had anyone else to add. We saw this Dabo Swinney situation with head coach of Ole Miss, Pete Golding, and it was over the kid named Luke Ferelli, the linebacker that Clemson got from Cal. He entered the portal around January 6th, January 7th, committed to Clemson around January 9th, right? And then gets a text from Pete Golding that says, what did it say, Jalen?
He basically said, "Hey, I know you're signed. How much is your buyout?"
There we go. That's what he said. How you feel about this? How you feel about this situation? Do you feel like it's been drawn out? Because Dabo is still pissed off about it, by the way. Like, he's still steaming from it. The Clemson account was trolling Luke Ferelli just yesterday. Like, how are you feeling about the situation? I feel like we deal with these stories, and I know earlier you said you're just tired of this stuff. We get it every off season. But how do you feel about this overall?
You know, I like the players getting paid. Sometimes I do hate the way some teams go about it because will be enforced.
Right.
No rules will be enforced.
Right.
They'd be like, "Oh yeah, you can't do this because you already signed here," and then, "Oh yeah, you can just go to Miami still." Like,
right, you still.
DeMont Williams was the only situation I saw where DeMont Williams was the only way, the only situation I've seen that to where it's like kind of backfired on. And I guess who was it, Xavier Lucas, but he ended up going to Miami anyways.
Yeah,
so,
he ended up playing the national championship, and I think he'll be back next year. And he was a key to them losing as well because he was suspended for the first half.
But also Dabo, I get it. You want to do things the right way. You want to do things your way, but get with the times. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I think Dabo's washed.
Ooh. Wow.
I think his way of winning is over. Yeah, he won the ACC. That's cool. Yeah, he went to the college football playoffs. That's cool, but he got first rounded.
At Texas a year ago. Yeah.
So, buddy, get with the times. This is not the old. Like Nick Saban knew, hey, I ain't got too much longer, and I don't like the way college football is looking. I'm gonna just go ahead and retire.
Yeah.
He was like Nick Saban. Now Nick Saban's way older than Dabo. I don't want to say way older, but I don't know how old Dabo Swinney is. He actually keeps himself very together really well. But
yeah, he played on.
He's older than Dabo.
Yeah, Dabo played on the Alabama team in the early to mid '90s. So I think Dabo's just a little bit older than Kirby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Yeah. But Nick Saban knew when to hang it up. Now Nick Saban was gonna be out the door anyway at some point because Nick Saban, I think, is, if he's not over 70, he's close to 70. Probably in the 68, 67
Nick Saban, I
Euro
think Nick Saban
range.
70,
so
73 or 74.
Okay, yeah, he was gonna hang it up soon anyways. The NIL and all this stuff just kind of, what's the wrong look for it? Sped up the process. Dabo, bro, you need to give it the times. You ain't that old. Just either get the times or get fired. Because I'm not gonna lie, if I was Clemson AD, you got one more season. Honestly, I would have fired you last season. But he has a right to complain because there is some Pete Golden is on some bogus stuff. But Honestly, every college coach is doing that except for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I could bet you Lane Kiffin. I mean, shoot, Lane Kiffin anyway. Lane Kiffin probably hit up Lacey. Like, hey, I know he signed. How much you buy out? Hey, I know we can find a workaround till y'all can get to LSU.
Right.
Yeah, like shoot, it's a reason why whenever some of these people enter the portal, all of a sudden 2 hours later, I'm home, committed. You know, it's a reason why it's a reason why Steve's all of a sudden got a graphic made like super quick.
ASAP, right? They already know. Like, they're just releasing it at an appropriate time.
Yeah. I mean, we see with Caden Proctor.
Yeah, that one was bad.
Caden Proctor was literally what he was Alabama, transfer portal Iowa. Then Alabama, I think even Iowa tampered with the Alabama thing. Then Alabama tampered right back the next year and was like, hey.
It wasn't even the next year, bro. It was January to April, bro.
Yeah, I think bro was at a basketball game getting tampered. Like,
yeah. He never played it down for Iowa, which is crazy. So,
yeah, I mean, I love Brett Bielema. I wish he'd get dirty because I feel like he falls in the Dabo line, but he crosses that line sometimes.
Well, do you think he crossed the line via like, all right, I'm gonna slow your offense down? Like, you mean it like that, or via recruiting?
Somewhat recruiting. Okay. Yeah, but I don't feel like he like just goes knee, like he goes 2 feet in at all times. I feel like sometimes he tried to do the ethical way, but bro, just go ahead and get both hands dirty. Forget it, like. Just because you know what, you know what, if they were trying to do Luke Ottmeyer. Remember Luke Ottmeyer in the offseason said, hey, SEC teams was trying to contact me.
Yeah. Also, Brett Bielema said something about that as well. Because there's a lot of Big Ten coaches that don't really rock with the SEC. Before this upcoming season, like how they schedule, how they always hit teams, DMs. Or players' DMs rather, but I think Dabo does fall under that line of I run this thing the right way. I've won 2 national championships doing this thing the right way. Why can't y'all do it the right way? And he falls into that trap of, because I'm honorable, you should be honorable, bro. Like, James Franklin ain't survived getting fired this year. You survived getting fired because you brought your university 2 national championships. And James Franklin would have probably survived if he got Penn State 2 national championships. The fact of the matter is he didn't. And college football is a what have you done for me lately sport. And we've all fell into that trap. Like, dude, I'm honorable. I'm honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm loyal. I'm decent. You know what I'm saying? And why aren't everybody else like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where we come from, Jalen, we don't honor snitching. Like, we'll never say it publicly. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not in that realm. We just don't honor snitching. And snitching in the real realm, not snitching in what everybody deems now. Like, if you are a civilian, you minding your business, somebody do something they ain't just supposed to, they ain't snitching, bro. I ain't had nothing to do with that. I'm talking about people who were doing crime together and they start telling on one another. That's snitching. So, I don't know. I think we, it's a weird time that we live in.
But it's the other way.
Huh?
Yeah, I said Dabo won it one way, but it's the other way.
Yeah, it's the other way, 100%. But I mean, he's learning though. He got into that portal this year. I tell you what, but he still does it with great honor, and he's hurt by it. But like, are you more hurt about Pete Golden playing the win, or are you more hurt that people don't deem Clemson as big of a school as they used to deem? Like, what is the real issue here?
The problem is that Dabo's learning, but he's learning like I learned math in high school. In math in high school, boo, I took the whole lesson about learning something about algebra. I took that whole lesson, and I wouldn't know what to do until the test. But everybody knew but everybody knew about it. The week we was
Right.
learning about it, 2 weeks we was learning about it. Everybody knew everything. I'm like, shoot, I don't get half of this stuff. You know, I'm gonna stay out there. Actually, I'm gonna ask the teacher for help, and I still not gonna be able to get it until like the day of the test.
I always wonder,
Yeah,
when
that's
do we
Dabo.
use algebra? That's a great parallel. When do we use algebra in real life? I took trig in high school. You ever take trigonometry? It takes damn near a whole
Heck
sheet
no.
of paper to answer one problem, bro. Like almost an entire sheet of paper to answer one problem. Like I'm like, ain't nothing in this world should ever be this complicated. I struggle with that giant. But
You
what
know,
they
I
say,
hated them
C's get
teachers that was
degrees,
like,
bro.
show your work.
Yeah, right, right. Because sometimes you found shortcuts or
Yeah.
cheats to the answer, but they want to see how you arrived at the answer. Because the answer isn't important. It's your thought process that gets you, you know what I'm saying, as you go down the line. Y'all can't see it. I'm way over here with it. As you go down the line for your answer, man. Anything interesting you seen recently? Like in the college basketball realm or just, anything interesting? Yo, speaking of which, when is 2K going to bring the. Like, I thought it was supposed to happen this season. I still haven't seen it yet. Like, they
Yeah,
going to try
too.
to hold
But
out for March Madness?
me and Steve was talking. I was like, man, what they supposed to add college basketball teams? And he was like, yeah, but I think it's supposed to be mostly next year because he's like, yeah, it's supposed to have like 100 teams and stuff like that. I'm
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's what I heard.
But they said they're supposed to have a DLC
For this year. Yeah.
in sometime in January.
Right.
It's
It's
we a couple
January
days from
29th.
February.
Yep.
Yeah. Um. So I don't know. Maybe I need to do some more research into it. Yeah. Like I was hoping they would. You know,
Mm.
I mean, shoot, they went to college campuses, scanned them in. They went to Duke. They went to Illinois. They went to Indiana State. They went to North
Mm.
Carolina. Um, they went to Michigan. Uh, they went to a couple. I think Michigan State too. They went to a couple other schools and just I think they went to
Mm.
Oregon. Um, did some scans and everything to get the roster, and I don't know to get the cord and everything. But yeah, I don't know. Uh, Also, speaking of the Dabo situation earlier, too,
Mm.
I ain't gonna lie. If I was a student athlete, would Biff leave? I'm also chasing the money. Now, I would care about if I see myself as a future player in the NFL. I might consider situation over money, depending on the type of money that's tossed at me. But if I see a $2 million pay gap, I don't know. Like I said,
Yeah.
people can say loyalty all they want, but
Right.
boy,
Money,
when somebody put
money,
a $2 million
money.
check in front of your
Money
face, you
changes
like
it.
play
Like,
here,
yeah.
go to the NFL, play here, get my money, and still potentially
Right.
go to the NFL.
Right. Like, I could get 8 million here, right? In the state of Durham, which I still have to, in the state of North Carolina, where I still got to pay taxes. I can get 10 million here and not have to pay taxes at all. And at the collegiate level, there's no jockey tax either. So you're pretty much getting a good portion of that $10 million that he's going to get down there. And
Yeah,
I know in the back of his mind, he's like, I'm going to make it at the NFL and I'm going to play great at NFL level. But if I don't, bro, I just made $18 million the past 2 seasons. Young, like, you know what
like I'm
I'm saying?
sorry,
Hopefully he's spending
it's,
them wisely.
I honestly don't care what nobody says. People are like, oh yeah, if I won the lottery, I'm doing this and the third. Listen, you will spend irresponsibly because you say that now because you don't have that money, people. But if you had the $500 million to hit your account, you gonna make some stupid purchases. Boy, you gonna have a pimp my ride car. You gonna have a
You gonna have some jewelry.
fish bowl in
You
the
got,
trunk. Like,
you gonna have a brand new girl. Nobody on the show picked Miami to make the national championship game. I watched the previous shows. Thank you for
whoa,
watching
whoa, whoa,
those
hold on, hold on, hold
previous
on, hold
shows.
on.
But
Do I have the
that's not
whole?
accurate. That's not accurate. That's not accurate. Jalen picked Miami in every game except for the national championship. I didn't pick Miami
Yeah,
for any game except for the national championship, and I was wrong. So Jalen did pick Miami to win over Texas A&M. He picked Miami to win over Ohio State. We both did. Actually, did I pick Miami to win over Ohio State? I did. I picked.
I think we both
I
did.
did. I did. Right. We both did. For Ole Miss, I thought there was no way that Miami beat Ole Miss because of the tempo they played at. Jalen said Miami would beat Ole Miss. I still don't know why he said it, but he was right. And then for the national championship, he picked Indiana. I picked Miami. So you're partially right, but it was most of that is on me. Jalen was with you guys. He was riding with y'all guys until y'all played Big Bad Indiana, and that changed. But definitely appreciate the comment, brother. Thank you for watching the content.
Yeah, appreciate you watching the back and everything. Lots of people don't do it, especially for a live stream. But
that's
I was with y'all. Surprisingly, I'm not a big Miami guy. At least I'm not a big Mario Cristobal guy.
I'm a Mario Cristobal guy now.
The 0-1 team's overrated, but not a big Miami guy.
What did you say?
I said the 0-1 team's overrated.
As I always like to say, there's no more victories in the sport. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Who's better than that 0-1 team?
19 LSU.
Hold on. As great as Jetta is,
okay.
As great as Barrow is, right? As great as Chase is, Jamar Chase, right? And we both said Jamar Chase would be better than what's the kid name? Devontae Smith. Who going across that middle when you got Ed Reed and Sean Taylor there? I'm not. Jetta ain't. Chase ain't. Like it's cool, right? You can think they had the most talent, right? But who going across that middle, bro? Like, who's going to do that?
People forget about him too. He was also good.
Yeah, they did have Terrence Marshall. He got drafted by the Panthers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But who is going across the middle? They had corners. They had Phillip Showtime Buchanan. Who's going across that middle, bro? And you see Ed Reed and you see Sean Taylor. You doing it? I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, because they can beat you on the outside. They don't need to go across the middle.
Bro.
Couldn't nobody guard those guys?
What set of rules we're playing with?
We can play with the 0-1 rule.
If we play 0-1 rules, they're not going to survive the game.
They are.
No, they're not. They're going to get put out, bro. Like, no. Just no. And that 2019 LSU team was super dominant. Like, the way they were winning games. But, I know, what was you? You was a couple months old in 0-1?
Yeah. Well, by the time that 0-1 team won the national title, I don't know if I was even born because that was 2000 to 2000.
Yeah, right.
Because the old team is 0-1-0-2. Because Sean Taylor didn't start that. Technically, he didn't start the old. He was like a backup to
brother. Was. I'm telling you. Yeah, I got Miami winning. It's a good game, but if we playing 0-1 rules, like the way they used to hit back in the day, bro, like you can only imagine, bro. They don't do that no more. They don't hit like that no more because you can't, because the rules don't allow it. It'll be a good game though. But the only thing is, I fear for the LSU team. They wouldn't have been able to run the ball the way that I think they was able to run on a lot of people during that season. What was a kid named undersized running back? Yeah, Clyde. He was electric. Don't get me wrong. He was great in the pass game as well. I just don't think they would have been able to run on that team. So they might have became one dimensional. But that's great. Who else though? You think?
A couple of those Alabama teams.
No, just no.
Yes. Yeah.
No, bro. No.
2012, 2011.
Really good teams, but no. Who was that quarterback again?
AJ McCarron? Yeah, it was AJ McCarron.
No, just no. And AJ McCarron was a good college quarterback, so I don't want that to come off like I'm hating on AJ McCarron. But no, just no. AJ McCarron will tell you. AJ McCarron will tell you, no, we're not beating that team.
15 Alabama could beat that team. That was the Derrick Henry Heisman season. That was Minka.
Who was the quarterback again?
That was Coker. James Coker.
No, bro.
He's like the third best quarterback in Nick Saban era.
No, bro. Just
yes.
No. See, the only legitimate one you mentioned was that 2019 LSU. Have you gone back and watched how good that team was? You know how many running backs they had on that team? Have you ever seen it?
Portis, Frank Gore, another running back that went to the NFL. McGahee. Yeah.
Najee Davenport.
Yeah, I remember Davenport was on that roster. I don't remember Davenport, but I know he was on that roster.
Bro, they had rosters. And then, what, Andre Johnson, the wide receiver, brother?
Yeah.
Grown man.
Santana Moss,
and Santana Moss. Bruh, that's crazy.
Like,
I see. 6 teams have won 3 titles in 40 years. UGA ended a 40. Oh, I see where we're going here. 40-year drought in 2021 to make the list. LSU, UF, Clemson, FSU, and OSU. That's cute. 5 titles in 40 years. The dominance, flow, success, chasing, and you. Okay. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you at all. I do like your
honestly,
chances this year. I do like Miami's chances this year. I will say that. Not the biggest Mario Cristobal guy, but I'm beginning to like him. That the focus and intensity he had in the playoff was truly incredible. Jalen, you got anything to add before we get up out of here, player?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you saw that game last night, dog? Bruh. I was playing UGA, bruh, in the SEC championship.
Yeah.
Back SEC championship, bruh. I haven't beat dude yet, so surprisingly, bruh. And yesterday was the first time I beat him.
Yeah. Time we get a chance, I'll try to like tune into like your online game stream.
Yeah, we in the playoff now, so it's about to be up. So like, I'm excited for 2K these next 3 days, but like, I'm gonna have to put time aside for college football, bro.
Yeah, 0 for 05. I mean, not 0 for 0 for USC. 05 USC.
I like USC, I do, but I don't think Dwayne Jarrett. Was it Steve Smith back then?
Yeah, it was Steve Smith. It was the other Steve Smith, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Running them routes, I just don't see it, bro. like you gotta go there. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention my dog. What's my dog name? DJ, the linebacker. DJ Vilma. DJ, is it DJ Vilma?
No, that's Jonathan Vilma. Right?
Jonathan Vilma and it's DJ something. Yes, Jonathan Vilma and DJ.
I mean, let's call Jonathan Vilma D.
No. It was right. Jonathan Vilma and DJ linebacker Miami.
Because Vilma played for the Saints, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they had some linebackers back then, bro.
We're also forgetting that Miami team has a. So.
Jonathan Vilma was real deal. That team. Let me pull up this 2001 Miami roster, bro.
Yeah. Well, in case he's forgetting that the Miami has to score against these defenses too. So I don't know if they're scoring against those Alabama defenses.
Bro, Ken Dorsey won nothing in the NFL. You know how nice he was in college, bro?
He was in college. But I don't know if he's scoring against those Alabama defenses and stuff.
Clinton Porter's faint gore. Willis McGahee, man. Jeremy Shockey at tight end. Come on, man. R.J. Johnson. Every had 9 picks. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, Jonathan Vilma is who I was thinking about. There was somebody named DJ that played with it. That might have been a little bit later.
It was like DJ, I don't know, Williams or something like that.
Yeah, it might have been DJ. Yeah, it was DJ Williams. That's what I'm thinking about.
Okay.
Yeah. You called it. Antrell Rowe. I forgot about Antrell Rowe.
Nice.
And they had Philip Showtime Buchanan. Like, come on, bro. like, bro. Like, they were loaded, bro. Was LSU loaded like that at every position? Bro, it's crazy how many number one, how many draft selections they had on this team, bro. Dude, Vince Wilfork was on that team, bro. Come on, bro. That's your dog. Hey, I got a question for you. I know y'all will play this weekend, this next weekend. Is the Patriots going to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Confident in it? You playing the team you wanted to play?
Yeah, I mean, after what they did to the Rams, I'm a little less confident, but I got to roll my team. I mean, Stephon Diggs finally got his moment, but
the hell with Stephon Diggs, man.
Hey,
that's my DMV dog.
People mad at Stephon Diggs for calling out the Bills for what they were. Like,
what did he call them out for?
I don't know, but he wasn't a fan of the organization clearly. And he wasn't scared to make it known, I guess.
He wasn't a fan of the organization because they wouldn't baby him? Because his brother continuously took shots at our starting quarterback? You going to take Josh Allen over Diggs or at their age? Like, at what they bring to the table?
I'll take Josh Allen over Diggs, but...
Yeah, but, I mean, at the end of the day, this man was causing friction with Diggs, with the quarterback. His brother was causing issues with the quarterback. Like, he was being a baby. He took all Buffalo Bill stuff off of the... Like, what was the team supposed to do? Like... all right, we're just gonna let you do. Nah, they had to trade him, bro. He did the same thing in Minnesota, though. Nobody remember that. He did that to Kirk Cousins too.
I remember.
Yeah, like nah, bro. And I'm a Diggs guy. I got a poster right now with Josh Allen that Nino got for me with Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. I used to always say you dig all the time. Like, yeah, that's my dog, but he toxic, bro.
Yeah, like, but now he got a quarterback that give him the ball actually target him and can win the clutch moments.
Pro Bowl every year. He's with Josh Allen, brother.
Yeah.
Every year. All Pro every year, too. Ain't all Pro this year. Make no mistake about it. Yeah, man. Najee Davenport was so cold, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, I think we're gonna win. I think it's gonna be a tough game. We really gonna have to play a good game, like a really not a good game, good game. I'm really interested to see how we cover JSN though. Really interested to see how we cover JSN.
I don't like you guys playing them because you guys force turnovers and you're playing a quarterback that will throw some interceptions and Sam Darnold. So he's gonna have to be on his best behavior and rely on that defense.
Our pass rush is going to be on their best behavior because it's really going to get to the quarterback. I don't know if Anthony Jennings is playing in this game. I think he got hurt either in a divisional round or
I know Steves is sick, bro. Like to have that coach and the Tennessee deem him not the guy when it wasn't his fault. It was a roster construction issue. I know.
Yeah, and they got injured a lot. I think they were like the most injured team in back-to-back seasons.
Yeah.
Sorry, what do you want me to do?
Like 5 more coaches before y'all coach in his tenure in New England because, Vrabel ain't going to want to coach anywhere else. He has his dream coaching job. Last thing, I know it's a college football show. Bill Belichick being snubbed is one of the most distasteful things I've ever seen. Like, I already have a beef with the NFL. I don't really rock with a lot of their principles. It's a owner-led league where, like, NBA is kind of a player-led league. And it's just things that they've done over time that's really frustrated me. But how in the hell isn't Bill Belichick a first ballot Hall of Famer? And this is a Bills fan saying this. Like, you guys were so dominant. Like, every year I would look at the schedule and say, well, we're losing these 2 games. And this is a stretch over years. That I'm saying, well, yeah.
Sometimes it wasn't even great because how Bill Belichick was. Sometimes y'all roster just wasn't up to par.
Yeah, and that's fair. But this is a guy who's won has he won like 8 Super Bowls? I know what is it 6 as a head coach?
6 as
how many
head coach, I think, and then maybe it was 5 right? As a head coach, and then 2 as a DC.
Yeah,
with the Giants.
Like come on, bro. Nah, because Brady got 7, right? He got 1 less than Brady, don't he?
Okay, yeah, Brady got 7. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, he won 6 plus 2, so that's 8 total. Like, and I understand the Spygate. I understand Brady letting the air out of
arguably, isn't he? Does he have like the most wins as a head coach?
Man, bro, he's the most accomplished coach ever, and he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Based on, hey, I get it, Spygate. I get it, the treatment on how he treat people, but he should have. Come on, he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, bro.
By the way, I don't think he got suspended for the Deflategate. So, hold that against him like one, but Tom Brady one got suspended. Yeah. But that's because he tossed his phone. Spygate. Now, I don't know what happened after Spygate. I was 7 years old.
Yeah, that was a little bit before your time. Yeah, I think it was dealing the Pittsburgh Steelers. You guys had people spying on their practices, but Jimmy Johnson said everybody did it. They just got caught. That's just how it goes, though. Like, you don't penalize the people who did it and got away with it. You penalize the people who did it and got caught.
Pete Gold.
What Pete Gold got to do with this, bro? Hey, that's funny, bro.
But yeah, like I don't get it. Eli Manning didn't make the Hall of Fame either for like back-to-back years, which I thought was a little crazy. Now, if you say
I didn't think he shouldn't have been first ballot, but like, who made it over him?
I don't know.
We gotta take politics. We gotta take politics out of this stuff, man.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy. Don't get me wrong. Eli Manning isn't the greatest quarterback of all time. He was a good quarterback. I don't super great quarterback. Put him in clutch moments, I think he can get it done. Outside of 2 Super Bowls, he has very little postseason success. But I'm like, he was.
Come on, bro. Brady got 2 losses in the championship, and it's about 1 man, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Tom Coughlin.
So who's that's funny. Who's
Y'all know who made the Hall of Fame this year.
Damn, Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick was left off.
Oh, damn. I actually didn't know teams or whatever could make it. So.
Oh, I don't think it's finished yet. It's a bunch of people on a ballot: Darren Woodson, Jason Witten, Kevin Williams.
Woodson. If Jason Witten make it first ballot over Bill Belichick, that's insane.
That's wild. That's wild.
I mean, not that Jason Witten
We
was
know
good, but
Drew Brees
boy,
is making it.
come on, man.
We know Larry Fitzgerald is making it. I'm not sure why the big game Torrey Holt not in there. That's crazy.
I mean, he hasn't been there for a long time. Terrell Owens didn't even get first ballot, so which was crazy.
And that was another political one.
Yeah.
Frank, I ain't saying Frank Gore should be first ballot, but the kid didn't rush for over 1,600 yards, and he did play a long time. I think he's a Hall of Famer.
I know he won't make the Hall of Fame because of politics. Antonio Brown won't make it, but he probably should end up in the Hall of Fame.
No, you're right.
Yeah,
Suggs played all the way up to 2019. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I saw somebody retire in 2017.
Marshall Yanda.
No, I think Luke Kuechly, I think, might have been first ballot or second ballot.
Luke Kuechly should be, statistically speaking, he should be a first ballot guy, in my opinion.
But it's crazy looking at you, bro,
it don't even feel like it's been 5 years.
Yeah, making this crazy. I was like, because I didn't know that thing, but I heard. Did you hear who everybody's blaming?
Who?
I think his name was Bill Polian or something like that.
Bill Polian?
Man, yeah, Bill Polian. Yeah.
I ain't gonna say it, but you know what I want to say, man. I can't stand Bill Polian, bro. So what's his beef, man? And dude's 90-something years old. You 90, bro. What you beefing about, bro? Let me see how old Bill Polian is.
I guess he's holding the Spygate and the Deflate. He's the one that brought up the whole Spygate and Deflategate against him. But people are oh, he's a but people are also saying that Polian's kind of just salty because Bill Belichick, I think, beat him at his career and held him back from winning the Super Bowl. Yep. So
he's with the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. So yeah. So people are blaming him, and then Bill Polian was like, I don't even remember what I voted.
Get his old ass out of here.
I'm sorry if you don't remember if you voted yes or no for Hall of Fame. Hey, you shouldn't get a vote. You should be able to vote for Hall of Fame.
That nigga said, "Where am I?"
You got all the time you want for Hall of Fame.
Get him out of here, coach. What is wrong with him, bro? They said that man had to double check his holiday. Hey, bro, this is pure comedy, bro. This is pure comedy. I voted for Coach Belichick in the Hall of Fame selection meeting. He said he went on to say that the Pro Football Hall of Fame, others confirmed that, didn't say that Belichick should wait a year.
Yeah. But all I'm saying is, if Bill Belichick don't get voted for a Hall of Fame first ballot because of the Spygate, Deflategate, Tom Brady shouldn't either, right?
Yeah. If these are the same metrics, but we don't play by the same rules because of the public outcry, and it's athletes from different genres of sports. This is a bad look for the Hall of Fame committee. Tom Brady will absolutely be first ballot because there's no way they would do that again. There's no way they want it because this public backlash and outcries, it hasn't been good. I've seen so many people defend Bill Belichick, and I'm sure for him it doesn't feel good to miss out on it, but it had to feel good to see people backing him and supporting him though. Hey, Bill,
I got a question now since it's here at the Hall of Fame. No matter how many rings he would have won, no matter if he would have won 10 MVPs, would Michael Vick be a first ballot Hall of Fame?
No.
Okay.
No, never. In this country?
Yeah. Because I didn't think he would either. I just thought about him Mike Vick wouldn't even be a Hall of Famer. If he won 7 rings, won 10 MVPs, broke every passing record, he wouldn't be first ballot Hall of Fame. Which is great because he changed his whole image.
I be trying to cycle my words sometimes. I'm gonna just be brutally honest. I don't care. All right. What he did was absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
You should not be fighting dogs. I seen it in my neighborhood growing up. It's not cool at all. He should have been 1,000% penalized for it. But I think my issue in this country
the work he did to frame himself. Like I
Yeah,
feel like it's also
yeah.
good. Look at him as a bad person. Sorry to cut you off. People still look at him as a bad person. I don't.
I
People,
don't deem him as a bad
people
person.
can grow and get better. Prison and jail is the definition of it is you a rehab, even though they don't treat it
Right,
that way.
right.
Um,
There are people in Hollywood who are really bad people who still get to go about their lives and live normal lives. So, I don't know. I think we pick and choose in this country, what you can and what you cannot do. Like I said, I don't back that. Just like I don't back the killing of deer and hanging them on there on your wall for sport. If you're killing them and you got to eat, you surviving. Okay, I get that, but like that's some weird shit to hang that shit on your wall. Like you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But like I said, this country you kind of decide what you can and what you cannot do. Even though, like I said, I don't support and like I'm a dog lover. like I don't support it, but like I said,
yeah.
we
Just
kind of
how
pick and choose.
like I don't like it when people cut the ears off of dogs. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
just
that's just that's some weird shit too. Like it's and I normally don't cuss this much on the show, but yeah, that's really weird, bro.
yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, and I guess some of that's like for like the protection if they ever get into like a fight outside and stuff like that. But I don't know. Like, I'll be the type of owner to where it's like I try my best to make sure that don't happen. Um,
Right, right.
so I don't know. I'm like I wouldn't cut my dog's ears off, but
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of weird stuff that goes on with it, but yeah, no matter what he like, so it's almost like Pete Rose almost. And I
yeah.
watched the MLB go ahead and make him a Hall of Famer. Like he should have been a Hall of Famer, bro. Like
Oh man, why
I
you mad?
understand
You mad because I bet my on myself to do good?
he bet on himself.
Yeah, I
Like
could have,
why is he
buddy.
not in the Hall of Fame, bro?
Buddy,
Like
I could have point shaved and
right.
cost my team game.
That's different. That's different.
Buddy, I bet to hit 2 home runs. I hit four. Like,
Right, like he bet on himself. Like why is he in that Hall of Fame? And then now that he's deceased, and God bless the dead, of course, he'll get in there. But it's sad that he didn't get to see it while he was alive.
I think Barry Bonds was held out the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he won't be
Right?
getting in. There's a bunch of them. Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire is in there, right?
I don't think so.
Rafael Palmeiro. It's a bunch of those guys who won't be getting there. But they were great baseball players. I, I here's where I stand with the baseball thing, and we're kind of going a different direction. But I love where this conversation is going. Like
Oh, well.
if you and I took steroids, we couldn't go out there and hit a home run, bro. You still gotta see the ball and hit them. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, like all right, boom. Let's go take some steroids and see if we gonna tackle a 225-pound running back.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah,
hit
yeah,
a
yeah.
fastball.
Yeah, no,
Nigga,
Derrick Henry's still
fastball.
running me over.
Yeah, bro. Like fastball.
Shohei
Come
Ohtani
on,
is still striking me out. Like,
bro. Thank you, young. Like if Nolan Ryan, young, even
buddy,
at his
buddy,
age,
the
young,
top high school pitcher striking me out. Like,
bro, I'm not. That don't hit me. Like I'm like, bro, you hit me with this ball, we gonna have an issue, bro. Like pitch that joint and look, throw a change up, yo. That's the only pitch I got a chance to hit, bro. Like you not about to throw a 100-pound fastball at me, bro. Like so I think that's where I disagree with them. But all of this is politics. The people who are allowing and saying whether these people can get in probably never played football. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some of them did, or maybe they were like executives like Bill Polian who don't know if he said he was in or not. Like I don't know,
the
bro.
problem is their views on things are outdated. Their
100%.
views on things aren't like the whole Mike Vick thing. They don't see they will still see people still see Mike Vick as a bad person. Some people voting for Hall of Fame will still see Mike Vick as a bad person. They don't care to see the change that he made.
When College Football 25 came out, Mike Vick played somebody, and all you saw in the comments, dog killer. Like that's all you saw, and this was almost 20 years ago, and that's all you saw. So yeah, now he'll never be forgiven for that. For the rest of his life, when people see him, that's what they're gonna think.
Like I remember, I was explaining to one of my friends. I was like, "You know who Mike Vick is?" It was like, "No." I was like, he was arrested for dog fighting and everything, and they was telling me that's bad. I'm like, well, that was back in like 2008. I'm like, he's a changed person now. I'm like, because I was like, some crimes I forgive you for. If dog fighting, yeah, sure, as long as you can look in the mirror and be like, okay, I was wrong for that. Like type stuff. Some crimes I can't forgive you for.
And it's inhumane. I think some of it is just like a lack of awareness. Because, like I said, I grew up in a volatile neighborhood, so it wasn't foreign. Or people say, man, my dog will beat your dog. Like, drug dealers used to say it all the time. Like, it wasn't foreign. and nor should it be accepted. And it is 1,000% inhumane. I think sometimes I just try to explain some of these environments we come from. He's from the 757. Boogie is also from the 757. I guarantee when we get on 2K tonight, we ask Boogie like, "Yo, you seen this before?" You like, hey, "Dude, yes, I'm in the 757. Of course, I seen it." Yeah.
My dad explained it to me. He was like, "Yeah, that's what people used to do and everything." Like,
yeah, that was a thing, and it shouldn't have been never a thing.
When certain people in certain avenues happen, where people aren't here with us anymore, I'm like, that's just the avenue they chose. I'm like,
right,
it happens, and and lots of those people when they choose those avenues are younger, but if they get locked up over them, they do better for the community, do better for themselves. I can't look at them as an overall bad person. Like,
right,
I'm like,
right.
You were young, you made a decision. It's just the environment you kind of grew up in. Around you now, at certain points, at a certain time, right from wrong. But at a certain time,
conscious
but you also have already had that mindset of choosing this and everything. So it's like, but of course, when you grow older and you recognize the mistakes, you just like, okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Commissioner Goodell said something along the lines. He's like, had you had told me the truth, there are probably things we could have done for you.
Yeah.
Like, but because he didn't tell the truth, they penalized the hell out of him. Because they had already knew. Like Carmelo Anthony was saying, like, they know who you hang around. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the mob. That's what these organizations. Because if I'm investing, over a 5-year period, $25 million into a kid, I want to know who he's hanging around with. Like, what is he doing? What are his, beyond what his grades is, who are the people he's hanging around? And is he doing everything in his best, possible realm to get us to win championships, what sport you're playing? So that it's crazy, brother. I'm glad we had this conversation. Not sure how we got here, but I'm glad we had this conversation. That was a phenomenal.
Yeah, I like conversations like this. It's actually not like, it's more substance to it than just sports, because you can also just be speaking about somebody that you just know generally that worked with you or grew up.
It's also difficult to have. These aren't easy conversations to have. You know what I'm saying? Like for most people will probably shy away from it, to be honest with you. But I think it's our duty, one, in the environments we both grew up in, to kind of tell stories in that facet. So that makes sense.
That's why I feel like it's good having different friend groups.
Yeah,
I can have a conversation with like I can have a conversation with you differently than I can have a conversation with Asia or somebody like
for sure, 100%. Yeah, everything isn't for everybody. Yeah, you kind of got to filter what you talk about with everybody.
But I don't with them. We try to see eye to eye. We try to see, like, okay, both sides of the thing.
But everybody not like that though. Like, everybody not gonna try to, like, look at they got their opinion made up or their mind made up.
Yeah, when it's some people like that, I'm like, time out there.
We can't even have this conversation. Yeah, certain people like certain conversation I can't have with you, dog.
Yeah, like when dude,
you'll never understand.
When dude I worked with was like, Shador Sanders just sucks in college. I'm like, I guess
we can't have that conversation.
Yeah, I'm like, I guess. I'm like, he was like, Travis Hunter made him. I'm like, somebody throwing Travis Hunter the ball. Somebody's throwing him an accurate ball. Like,
Right. And it's
Jimmy Horn Jr. has almost 1,000 yards, but
right.
It's just Travis Hunter.
Yeah. It wasn't Shador at all. Yeah, it's like one of those things. If you ain't from where I'm from, you ain't been where I've been. What he say? If you ain't walk what I walk, it's a statement from Good Times. James Evans, the father on that show, had this great statement, and it was pretty much saying, like, if you haven't walked a mile in these shoes, brother, you haven't seen some of the things that I've seen. Like, people don't know certain things that you've been through, like, very recent. When I say very recently, like 3 years ago, bro. Like, if you've never been in the neighborhood and there's been a drive-by and you ain't had to run like a motherfucker, you don't understand where I come from, bro. Like, if y'all ain't have ice cream truck, bro, and kids doing weird I can't even say what they was doing with the food, man. But, like, yeah, it's just certain things. It's just a common thing. Like, you understand it, like, that. I'm going to get too controversial here. So I'm going to stop. But I see what you're saying 100%.
Yeah. Well, that's all I got to say this episode.
Yeah, it is. This is fun. Yeah, as I always like to say, there's no more victories in a sport that survive for the fans. That's why college football has the greatest regular season. Until next time, you all take care. We will see you all next Thursday. You have a good night.